Hey there, lovely people. It's another beautiful day up here at the lovely place. And today is going to be a good day because I've got some new tools to show you, some things that we're needing desperately in order to complete our pole barn slash tiny house and get it ready for our homestead so that we can come up here and live part-time, camp out, do what we need to do to get this place functioning as a getaway homestead. And so come on in and I'm going to show you what we've got that we're going to get started with, and then I've got a surprise for you after that. But what we've got here is scaffolding. As you can see, I've got some high ceilings, and when we finish the ceiling, well, first of all, we've got to insulate, we've got to put the ceiling up, and we're going to put it up all the way at the 2x6. And so the insulation is going to be interesting, getting enough R value up there. Stay tuned for that. I've got to run stovepipe out the wall so that we can put in a wood stove over here. And we're going to run propane line in and bring it up and through. I can't tell you all the things that we're going to need the scaffolding for. When we put the pipe outside, it's going to go on this wall right here and all the way up past the ridge line of the pole barn. So let's check out this scaffolding and see what it's going to do. So what we've got is two 6-foot Baker racks, and they're METALTECH, that's the brand. These are 6-foot high scaffolding, and each one of them are rated for 1,000 pounds, and they stack on top of each other. There's the other one. And on top of that, we are going to put this guardrail system. We have also purchased well, we got the entire system as one unit, but it comes in separate boxes. But these outriggers, 14-inch outriggers with casters to stabilize the scaffolding. So let's get it all put together and see what it looks like. Okay, let's get this box open. So I found this this scaffolding at Northern Tool, and it was actually on sale. I don't know if it's currently on sale at the same price or not, but it was a reasonable deal. And I did a lot of research. I found out that other stores sell it, such as Home Depot. I think, however, that Home Depot sells it with a different platform. It's got, and it's an upsell at Northern Tool. You could purchase it with a different platform or add it. And it's a platform that has a hatch that if you're on the lower scaffolding, you can raise up the hatch on the upper scaffolding and go up through it instead of getting out on the ladder and climbing straight up and then into it. That would be nice to have, but with the deal that I found at Northern Tool, I settled for this at the moment, and it's just gonna have to do the trick. Get these corners cut. When you're opening a box like this, I always miss a little tape on the corners and I can't pull it off. So let's see if we achieved it or not here. No, I missed a corner over here. Let's see. Where is it? Maybe down lower. All right. So this is the platform that comes with this unit. It's a solid piece of plywood. I'm happy to see that it's got the steel support framing down low underneath it. So I think it's going to be nice and sturdy. It just doesn't have the convenience of the little trap door. The other one is hinged, I think right here, and then it pops out like that. But it's quite a bit more money doing it that way. So we're just gonna go with this one for now anyway. We can always add that platform later if we choose to. The first thing on the instructions that it tells me to do is put the casters on the bottom of these two sections for each side. So I'm assuming casters are in here because that's the only additional pieces. Heavy duty, nice casters. Cool. There's some pins. That's the pins that locks it on. All right, so we got a total of 4 pins here. And just for this one side, so I'm guessing that each caster takes 2 pins. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Okay. So let's just go ahead and open the other box. We're going to do that one too. Ain't this fun? New toys. Toys that will help you get the job done. Now here's the thing. I'm not a construction worker. I'm not much of a do-it-yourselfer. I mean, I do basic stuff, but the stuff that I'm taking on up here, I've never done before. I've never done any real insulation job. I mean, I've pushed insulation in places and patched things in here and there. I've never built a building or a shed, I don't think. Maybe a birdhouse, maybe a doghouse in the past. But, you know, I've never run chimney pipe. I haven't done a lot of that kind of stuff. So I'm not coming across in any way, even putting together these scaffolding or any tools, as the expert. So please don't take it that way. The lovely place is also the learning place, and I'm the one doing the learning. So if you want to learn along with me and watch a guy make maybe some mistakes, but learn as he goes. And if nothing else, maybe it will tell you that, hey, if he can do it, I can do it too, and we'll get there together. So let's get these casters on. Let's start with this one first. And you know, it's upside down, so that's good. We can put them on just like this. That sure beats the way I was thinking about doing it. Gotta line these holes up. And I'm not sure about like I said, it came with a total of 4 pins for each caster set. I'm not sure what those are for, but we'll figure that out. This don't line up just perfectly. I see a lot of, the pin's small enough that it seems to be going through pretty good. There we are. Okay, so that was simple enough. Let's get the other one. All right, pins. Go through this way this time, just for giggles. All right, so casters are in. Okay, so this part's going to be interesting because I've got to balance. I may have to get a helper. I've got to balance each side, and I've got to put in the cross braces. So first thing I need to do is lock these wheels. If they do lock, there you go. You got to push them hard. So they're designed to step on them, of course. That way it's not going to roll when I stand it up. All right, so let's stand this side up properly. Now, is there any difference in this side versus this side? Doesn't look like it, so it looks like they're probably interchangeable. I'll put this one that way because the pins are facing out, so I can pull them out. This one, I will turn over this way, and I'll do the same thing, so the pins are on the outside down there. And when I was reading, I did discover what the other pins are for. And they're to, once we put these side braces on, they're to lock those side braces, safety pins there. So here's the side brace. Now, looks to me like this is the outside. I'm gonna look at a photo. And yes, that looks like that's correct. The reason I think so is because you've got this inset area here where the platform can set and go across. So this has got to be the outside. So let's see if we can secure this. The way this works is you squeeze that you're able to pop this in to the side right here, and you squeeze this and then you lock it down. So, which way am I gonna do this first? Let's try it right here. See what happens. I'm not in yet. Where's Mrs. Lovely when I need her? Oh, you got that side?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay, when I did that, this pin just popped in. So we're good. Now I'm gonna go on this other side and do the same thing. So let's try getting this side in. Hopefully it'll be a little easier than the other side was. Get it lined up, pull this back. Take my little hammer. There it is. I don't know if you could see on the camera, but this thing just went in. So this little piece that comes out here, before it was in, it was out here, of course, and when I was popping it with the hammer, I saw it do that. If I wasn't using the hammer and making all that noise, you could hear it do that. So make sure, that's a very important factor, is to make sure that those are locked in. Now this is for the pin to go in the area here. And if I remember correctly, I believe the instructions said go in from the inside, but I'm gonna confirm that. Turn the platform security latches toward the inside. Turn them toward the inside. And there's a little photo over here. I'm not sure what turn them toward the inside. I guess it means that this piece here that locks over it is on the inside and not the outside. So I guess you can come in from any side you want to, but it looks as if on the little photo over here, that, there you go, that it's showing it going in this direction. Let's see if we can get this to pop in there. Okay, one side is completely up and secure. Let's go ahead and pop the other one on now. All right. Maybe this will go on a little easier. We'll see. I also want to make sure I do it at the same position. I believe I'm up here. There, that one latched right in. Thanks, sweetie. And then this one, just pull it back. Now I need to go up. Yeah. Get you one of these. It's in, it just popped in. So we'll put in our safety pins on this side. This is awesome. And we'll throw the piece on top and climb up there and see how it looks from way up yonder. And then we've got another one to do on top of this. That one's really gonna be fun. But this is really no joke. I mean, it's really dangerous to be up high, especially when you look down and you see all this concrete that you would land on if you fall. And so it's important to do things correctly and to be safe when you're climbing and doing all this. But yeah, this one looks good. I'm gonna pull it away from the window. You probably the whole time been saying, why are you working so close to this window? And I was thinking the same thing. Of course, as you know, I've got it locked. Let's unlock it. Let's look down here. at the foot. And let's take this and turn it off, or click it off. The reason I said off is there's an off and on button. The off is up top, where you touch it with your toe, and then it just moves anywhere you want it to move. And so we'll leave it right here. This says on. We'll turn the brake on. But yeah, these are gonna be awesome. Okay, let's see if we can pop this up in there. What's the easiest way to go about doing it? Maybe kind of like this. Maybe I should have read something. Make sure I was doing it right. It's on. Now, if you'll come over here with me. Actually, is there one over here too? It doesn't look like it. It looks like there's only one. This is some sort of a safety mechanism right here that you raise, and it will hold the platform in place. At least that's what it's supposed to do, so that it's not popping out. Okay, brakes are on. Let me just take a peek up here. Looks good. Oh, there is another one. It's on this corner over here. So you've got one over on that side, and on the opposite side, it's on the other corner. So now there are two of these. I'm noticing the platform's bowing just a little bit, but at least it's bowing up. When you get a little weight on there, it's all gonna sit in place just fine. Let's test this. You think I should do it? Huh? Think I'm gonna be okay? Okay. It looks sturdy and secure. Wow. I am way up here.
It's wobbling.
It's wobbling. I don't have any outriggers on. And you don't necessarily need the outriggers, they say, for the one section, but when you put two of these on top of each other, can you see me? When you put two of these on top of each other, you're gonna be thankful for those outriggers. And even then it's gonna feel a little freaky, but what you're really gonna feel thankful for, right now, I feel like I could just fall off. I got nothing to hold on to. That guardrail system that goes on the very top one, even if you just have this, and you don't have two on top of each other, personally, I hate heights. I would invest in the guardrail system so I would feel secure. This does not feel secure without it. It's wobbly. What do you think about this, honey?
I think it's very wobbly, and
Yep.
you should put a ratchet strap from one side to the other and tighten it down really tight.
Kind of like an X bracing?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That would definitely help it. We'll do that for sure when I'm actually up here working. We'll definitely do that. So, guys, I don't know if y'all heard her, but Mrs. Lovely is full of lovely ideas. And her idea was this. Get a ratchet strap, like mount it here, take it in an X pattern, cross it down here, do one that way and this way, and that would keep it from rocking side to side. I like that a lot. I think we will do that. That's a good idea.
So you're putting it together as individual.
Yeah, and then stack it on top of the other one. So
You don't need the casters, do you, if you're putting them in there?
Mrs. Lovely is so smart. I don't need these casters on this. These casters go on the outriggers. Oh. Sometimes when Mrs. Lovely wants to tell me something like that, I say, shh, I know what I'm doing. But obviously I don't always know what I'm doing. All right. I was just actually messing with you. See, I want to make sure everybody was paying attention. You know what I'm saying? So like climbing around this is very uncomfortable to do. You feel like it's gonna wanna tip. Of course, when those outriggers are on there, it's gonna feel a lot better. But I do know what I am gonna do. I noticed that the trusses are just right here and I've gotta put on the guardrail. So I'm gonna lower this. I'll only be able to raise it when I'm in the dead center. But if I'm standing up here, I'm able to work up top in this position. We're gonna go down a little bit though. It's gonna be difficult to do them both. Let's set this up here as a loft for now. I don't know what I'd do without the loft here. All right. In. This one's not. That did it. Hopefully, that'll be low enough to get the scaffolding, the guardrail up. Okay. Gotta get it started here. Might be easier to pop it out. Gotta be careful here because if you're not careful, the whole thing will fall. That popped in. And I'm in. All right. So, let's put our safety pins in. You thought I was going to forget that, didn't you? No way. Not up here. Not going to happen. So, I remember we put them in this way. Safety clip on the inside. I feel like it's not lining up perfect. There it is. There it is. All right. You know what's awesome about being up here? There's no neighbors are gonna hear you banging and beating and making noises, and it's kind of nice. Just feeling like you have some privacy and solitude. And that you're not disturbing everybody, because I worry about when I'm doing work at the house in my subdivision in the neighborhood, I'm making noise, it bothers me. Do you not feel the same way?
I feel exactly like that. You know I do.
I know you do. All right, time for the top. This should be fun. Locking in my safety mechanisms here. All right, do I dare climb up there? So before we do the guardrails, if I'm going up there, I'm putting the outriggers on at the base. So let's do that first. All right, let's get these outriggers and let's figure this thing out. Ooh, I was hoping it would have its own casters. So, just so you guys know, and this might be something that you can do, is when I purchased this at Northern Tool, they had advertised this whole kit for a certain price, right? Well, they were out of the kits that had everything. So what they did was they sold me each individual section, but they honored the price of the kit. However, to my knowledge, the kit, and I've heard this on other videos, the kit did not come with casters with the outriggers. And so you ended up using the casters that you got with your second scaffolding for the outriggers. So doing it the way I did it, it looks like I got extra casters, which is great because if not used on this, they can be used elsewhere. I see 3. Here's the other one. Oh, number 4. So I've got 2 extra casters then, right? But it requires, wait a minute. I've got 4 extra casters because the outriggers themselves, they require, wait a minute. Yeah, they require only 1. The other one goes on the scaffolding. And so if my math is correct, do I have 4 extra ones? We'll figure that out in a minute. We'll see. Okay, so I've laid out my 4 outriggers. And yes, I did the math. I actually do have 4 extra casters, which I don't think, had I bought it as that one kit, that I would have gotten these extra 4. So if you can buy it in separate pieces and they will honor a kit deal, if they're having a kit deal, I would highly consider doing that. you never know where an extra caster or two will come in handy. Okay, so let's see what we got in here. Got a bunch of pins and these. All right, so pictures. Yes. Looks like this. Well, I'm assuming I'm gonna need to put the caster on first. So let's do that.
This will probably help to make it more stable.
That's exactly what it's for. You don't want to ever be on the second, two stacked up high, tall without having this. That's the whole reason for it. And if you stack more than two, they make larger outriggers that you can purchase to make sure that you're, you know, playing it safe. So these deals, they're directing us to, I think, put these on out from the outside. So now I believe that this pin will come out and it'll go through the whole kit and caboodle. So I'm not sure what this goes into just yet. Let's get the pin in first. Okay, so all I have is a straight through hole here. So what does this screw into? Let's see. I'm showing two pins, so I'm gonna go ahead and put another pin up here. Where this goes is the question. And what is its purpose? Because you're pretty secure with these two pins. It's showing, oh, there's a hole. There's a hole right here. All this is going to put a little bit of you know, pushing this in. You can tighten this in on the inside bracket so that it's just sure to be less likely to move. So that's all that's about. And dude, you got your outrigger on, so let's do the other three. I just noticed that I put this on and this bracket's on the inside. So I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna throw it on the other side of the unit so that I don't make that mistake. Put them all on correctly. Hopefully it'll all work out like that. Now, I'll use my knob. Let me grab a knob. Tighten this in here. Okay, now let's see where this one will go. If this is on the outside, well, I guess they're all the same. So I guess you're gonna have one on the inside and one on the outside. So it wouldn't have mattered had I left that one over there. I just like doing it by the book, but the book apparently doesn't mention that this is a concern. So we're just gonna go ahead and put it in this way. So in other words, all these are interchangeable. Doesn't matter where you put them. I have a feeling just by looking at this, I'm gonna feel more secure. You always gotta put the wheel of the caster on first. Come on, Mrs. Lovely. You know when I'm making mistakes. You gotta help me out here. You're pretty good at it most of the time. Calling me out when I'm wrong.
I'm just doing the camera work here.
All right. You're doing a great job. All right, there we go. Hey, I want you to look over here.
I noticed that.
You noticed
I
it.
didn't say
I bet you everybody else also noticed it. Oh my goodness. Dude. Okay, been going a while and I'm old. Okay, so don't blame me.
So am I. My brain doesn't work after several hours in the cold.
I can't believe that. All right, let's put this caster on. You want to? All right, here we go. All you can do is laugh. Oh my goodness. So after this, after we're finished here, I'm going to show you a lot of other tools that I have recently purchased so that we're going to be able to finish this thing out. At least that's my goal. My luck, I'll buy all these tools and then I'll be like, I can't do this and I'll have to hire somebody to do it. No, that's not going to be what's going to happen here. Although I've been tempted, I've been thinking that way. But we're going to get it done. But yeah, I'm going to show you. You might remember I have a ton of Ryobi tools. I've had them for years. And I've replaced batteries and I was getting to the point where I was thinking, you know what, maybe I need more batteries. And I said, no, I'm going to upgrade. So we've got some Milwaukee tools and you're going to get to see everything we've got. And in the future, you'll see the use of those. So hang in here for a few more minutes. All right. We are about to unbox the guardrail system for this thing. Getting kind of dust on me. So the Milwaukee tool introduction is going to be right behind this, but it's going to be a different day when it's brighter. New day. Let's continue. So I have these guardrails and I have all these parts here. I just checked out the directions and I believe we take this and turn it that way. This is actually going to go, let's see, yeah, something like that. Then the other side will end up coming in and being right there. So let's start by popping on some bolts and nuts. See if we can get this together. I'm seeing that there needs to be a connection in the middle, so I'm assuming that that's what these are for. Let's pop this in here. Is there a hole? Yeah, there's a hole on the back side where this little divot goes in. It's in. Let's put this one on. This one's down here on the bottom. here. Bring it all together. Click that, click that. It's almost in. Trying to get this to pop like this one did. This one's not quite popped in yet. Grab this. There it is. It's in. Now let's pop in these screws and bolts. Hopefully they're in the right position. There's one. Here's the other. Okay. My ratchet screwdriver popped out of place. Come on, Milwaukee. All right, now we repeat this on the other one. Get rid of the jacket. I didn't read these directions, so I'm not really sure. I don't believe that's what goes there. Must. the other nuts are for. So you go right up there. Success. We have us a 12 foot, and I don't have extended all the way to 12 feet, but scaffolding that allows me to stand up, work up here, and I'll be working at this level when I'm putting up the ceiling. Insulation will go in here after we do an 1.5 inch gap, and we'll be able to pop everything into place, and I can raise this up even further. Cool. We're gonna get her done now. Ta-da! So, about the scaffolding, METALTECH, 12 foot potential tall. Check it out. You can see that I probably got at least 2.5, maybe 3 more feet up. Probably more than that I could go. Let's measure this and see how high I am up right now. So, to the floor, from the floor to the floor, I am currently right at 10.5 feet. So yeah, we got about 2.5 more feet, or 1.5 feet we can go up. But you can see how tall this thing is. So here's what I love about it, and here's what I'm not so crazy about. First of all, as far as the stability of it with these outriggers on there, I believe we're in really great shape. These things really sturdy it up, and it feels totally different than it did before I put these on there. They're pretty awesome at stabilizing it. And then of course, making sure we lock these every time we go up there, that changes everything. Mrs. Lovely had the idea of putting the ratchet straps across and doing an X brace on those. I think that would really make it like perfecto. I believe it would be in good shape then. So as far as the stability, the strength of it, I feel like it's perfect. What I think is the challenging part is, in my situation, I'm gonna need to obviously take it apart to get it out the door if I'm doing work outside, put it back together. It's just the taking it apart and putting it back together that's tough. Overall, I'm guessing I spent to do this, and of course this was for the first time, and there's a lot that I won't have to do anymore as far as bolts and nuts on the guardrails, and hopefully I won't mess up as much next time, but I'm guessing that we probably got a full hour into putting this together. That's just my best guess. Now for you, we'll probably cut some pieces, fast forward, it may not seem that long, hopefully it won't. But yeah, so otherwise, other than the putting together, the taking apart, it's great. So if you're gonna have this on a job site for an extended period of time and be doing all your work, this is primo. And for the price, I don't think you can do much better. So now for the big unveiling, the surprise that I told you about. Here we go. Okay, feast your eyes, guys. Yes, here we have the 1/2-inch drive Shockwave Impact Duty socket set. Here we have something I've been needing because my Ryobi, I wore it out. A nice circular saw. This is M18 fuel. These are all M18 tools. I've got my hacksaw, they call it, the one-handed sawzall basically. I've got this little kit. This came with the flashlight. That, what's that one called? A multi-tool. And then of course we've got our drill and we've got our hammer drill driver. Over here we have a 3/8-inch drive impact wrench. Down here we've got a nice grinder. Got a battery pack that came with a 12 amp hour battery and 2 5 amp hour batteries. The 12 is a high output. Over here, 3/8-inch drive metric set and standard. And then my pride and joy, we have the 21 degree battery powered framing nailer. And I'm so excited about this tool. You're gonna get to see all of this in action over time. I'm breaking into this story to let you know that there is one addition to the group. Yes, it is the M18 fuel table saw. It is a, what, 8 1/4? Yeah, 8 1/4 inch table saw. Model number is 2736-21HD. And it runs on a, well, it came with a rapid charger and the 12 amp hour battery, high performance, high output, HD12. And here she is. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Before I posted this video, I wanted you guys to see this new tool. We are going to be ripping some wood. It is going to be nice. So looking forward to all the work we're going to do up here at the lovely place. Here's my 21 degree nailer. Got to play with that yesterday. Framed up a awning, my son and I did. Thing's awesome. Nice little storage bag for some of these tools. Got the Milwaukee blade for the circular saw. Already threw a Diablo on there, an old one that I had. This thing cuts like a dream. I've never had a saw that's this smooth, even electric powered. I've not always had the best tools, but I've got some high quality tools now. But I gotta come back here. I can't say enough about this guy. This thing shoots those nails in. It'll do 3 nails per second if you put it on the mode that shows the 3 nails there. If you put it on that single nail mode, it's a single shot basically. There's the power button right in the middle. There'll be a lot more to come on these tools individually as time goes on. Oh, I also have a drill bit set and a just bit set. So here's the drill bits over here. These are all, they all have this type of drive that you can stick into your hammer drill if need be. This speaking of a hammer drill, here we go. These are all the M18, but there's the stubby version. You can get in some tight spots with that. It takes some getting used to as far as your hand size and how close you are to what you're driving. I already had these. I threw that out there anyway because it sure completes the package. Here's some of my batteries. Here's a 6.0 output, high output battery. Here's a 5.0 regular, another 5.0. Over here we have, this is the big hoss. This is a 12 high output, and then of course another 6, another 5, and another 6. But here we have that multi-purpose tool. This is for the drill, which is up here. You can mount that over here and keep from torquing your wrist apart. And of course I have these awesome ratchet screwdrivers. I purchased those previously. Here's the hacksaw, and yeah, I did a little brake job. Got this guy a little bit dirty. This is the 3/8-inch drive impact wrench, and it works like a champ. I want to lead you to some other channels to look at some comparisons between the 3/8-inch drive impact wrench and the 1/2-inch drive. Believe it or not, in multiple tests of videos that I've watched, this thing had a higher torque capability on the far end of pushing it. It's kind of like drag cars, you know, the half inch took off faster, but in the long run this one passed it up and it gave a higher torque, which is kind of odd. But from what I understand, they have the same little motor in there and same components. It may be something to do with this anvil and the adapter when you're adapting it up to a half inch. But yeah, we've got us a nice little display and it's exciting. And no, Milwaukee did not send this to me for free. I bought all of this, but I bought it because I feel like they're good tools. And now I can give you some unbiased reviews. I would have anyway, but they've got no skin in this game, and I have no loyalty to green, red, yellow, whatever. In fact, speaking of yellow, I was looking at a few other tools that DeWalt has and watching some videos, and from what I'm seeing on some videos, they are, you know, a little above Milwaukee on some tools. On the tools that I got, I don't think so, especially on this guy. Again, I've watched plenty of videos on this, and I can tell you more in the future when you can see it in use, but it's superior based on what I can gather, and I sure love the functionality of it. I believe it is superior than a lot of the competitors that are out there. It has lots of power and it goes for a long time, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do, and it's immediate. It doesn't have to like rev up like that DeWalt does. It's got some kind of a different mechanism that processes it. This has some permanent gas chamber in here, and then the battery, you don't have to add any kind of gas to it. It's just a permanent scenario right in here, and the battery drives that. So I just wanted to show you all of these tools so that I could let you know what's coming here at the lovely place. The plan is to build lean-tos or additional shops or equipment buildings, sheds, different things. And I wanted to have some good tools that I could count on that were battery operated, because as you know, we are off grid and we currently don't have any electricity. We do have solar panels that we're going to be installing, and we will have electricity from the sun, and we're excited about that, but that's not here yet, and we've got to do a lot of work before we install the actual solar array, which is coming soon, and you'll get to see all that. But I just wanted to kind of share these tools with you and let you know that you'll be seeing them in action. There's a lot of great videos. In fact, the reason I bought a lot of these tools is because I watched a lot of great videos and I learned a lot about these tools. There are other great brands out there, and you may see me buying some of those as well in the future, but right now we got a lot of red tools, and I'm really happy that we got them. Look forward to building some stuff and bringing you along with us here at the lovely place while we do that. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and call this one done, and I'm going to get to work up here and look forward to hanging out with you again. You know, like and subscribe if you want to see more of what we're doing up here at this homestead, and hopefully one day turning it into a place that we can come and we can stay and we can grow gardens, have animals, and do a lot of good things here. Look forward to it. Talk to you soon.